Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Dear Mathematics and also welcome to the chapter of matrices. In this particular session we are going to discuss about comparable matrices and then operation on matrices. In operation on matrices we are going to discuss about addition of matrices, subtraction of matrices, scalar multiplication and at last matrix multiplication. So let us start from the comparable matrices. Two matrices A and B. Suppose we have considered two matrices A and B. Two matrices A and B are said to be comparable matrices if the order of A is very much equal to order of the matrix B. So here it is the definition for the comparable matrices. Two matrices A and B are said to be comparable if they are of the same order. Let us consider two examples. Let A is equal to 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 and B is equal to, suppose it is 2, 4, minus 1, 3, 8, 6. Here the two matrices A and B are said to be comparable matrices because the order of A is 2 cross 3 and the order of the matrix B is also equal to 2 cross 3. So the two matrices A and B are comparable matrices because order of the matrix A is equal to order of the matrix B is equal to 2 cross 3. So here it is the comparable matrices. After the completion of comparable matrices, let us discuss about the operation on matrices, and we are going to discuss the four types of operation on matrices in the topic matrices. So let us discuss about the operation on matrices. The first type is addition of matrices and properties of matrix addition. Then in the second one we are going to discuss about subtraction of matrices. The third one is multiplication of a matrix by a scalar and properties of scalar multiplication. Then in the fourth one, multiplication of matrices and properties of matrix multiplication. So these are the four different types of operation on the topic of matrices we are going to discuss. In this particular session we are going to discuss about the first two types of the operation, that is addition of matrices with properties of matrix addition and at last subtraction of matrices. And in the next video session we are going to discuss about multiplication of a matrix by a scalar and then properties of scalar multiplication, and in the fourth one multiplication of matrices and properties of matrix multiplication. So first of all let us discuss about the addition of two matrices. Let us consider two matrices A and B of the same order m cross n. Then their sum A plus B is also a matrix of the order m cross n obtained by adding the corresponding elements of the matrix A and the matrix B. So let A and B two matrices of order m cross n, then their sum A plus B is also a matrix of order m cross n obtained by adding the corresponding elements of A and B. If A is equal to represented by, if A is the matrix represented by the compact form Aij of the order m cross n, and V is also another matrix represented by the compact form Bij of the order m cross n, then A plus B is denoted by the compact form of sum of Aij plus Bij of the same order, that to A and B, which is m cross n. For the two matrices A and B, the sum A plus B is defined or exists only if and only whenever the A and B are comparable matrices. That means order of the matrix A must be equal to the order of the matrix B. In that case only we can add the two matrices A and B and we can find out the required result. So let us find out the addition of some of the examples. Here is the example number 1. Let A is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5 and B is equal to 5, 6, 9, 2, 8, 4. Here A plus B is not defined because A is a matrix of order 2 cross 2 and B is another matrix of order 2 cross 3. So they are not comparable. Hence, A plus B is not defined here. This is the solution for the problem number 1. Then let us discuss about some of the matrices in which the sum is defined or the sum exists. Example number 2, let A is equal to 5, 6, 7, 8 and B is equal to 3, 4, 2, 1. Now A plus B is equal to 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 3, 4, 2, 1. Here we have to add the two matrices A and B. That means we have to add the corresponding elements of A and B. That means 5 will be added with 3, 6 will be added with 4, because the corresponding element of 5 is 3, the corresponding element of 6 is 4, the corresponding element of 7 is 2 and the corresponding element of 8 is 1. So the corresponding elements will be added with each other. It is 7 plus 2 and then 8 plus 1. The final result is here 8, it is 10, it is 9 and it is 9. And this is the required sum of A and B. Here we have discussed one of the example based of the two matrices. They are of the order 2. Let us discuss about another example in which both of the matrices are of order 3. So it is the example number 3. Let A is equal to 2, 4, 1, 5, 6, 8, 7, 9, 3 and V is equal to 1, 4, 9, 2, 8, 6, 3, 5, 8. You can see that here in this problem both of the matrices A and B are of the same order as well as of order 3. And let us add the matrix B with A. That means we have to define the sum of A and B. So here also we have to add the corresponding elements from both of the matrices. So it is 2 plus 1, then it is 4 plus 4, 1 plus 9, 5 plus 2, 6 plus 8, and then 8 plus 6, it is 7 plus 3, then it is 9 plus 5, the corresponding element of 3 is 8, so 3 plus 8. Now we have to just add the numbers here, 3, 8, 10, it is 7, 14, 14, 10, 14, 11. So here it is the required sum or the addition of the two matrices A and V. Then let us discuss about, and here A is a matrix of order 3 cross 3, B is a matrix of order 3 cross 3, as well as their sum is also a matrix of order 3 cross 3. So after the completion of addition of two matrices, let us go through the part of the properties of matrix addition. Now let us discuss about the properties of matrix addition, and it starts from the commutativity property. So let us consider the commutativity property as the theorem number 1, and here the matrix addition is commutative, that is if A and V are two matrices of the same order m cross n, then A plus B is equal to B plus A. That means the sum of A and V is very much equal to sum of V and A, and we have to prove it by taking or by considering an example here. Let A is equal to 3, 5, 2, 1 and B is equal to 2, 4, 3, 2. So we have to show that A plus V is equal to V plus A. That means first of all let us go through the left hand side part where it is given by A plus B. So it is 3, 5, 2, 1 added with 2, 4, 3, 2, and from the fundamental of matrix addition we know that two matrices of the same order can be added with each other, and the resultant matrix is obtained by adding the corresponding elements only. So 3 plus 2, because the corresponding element of 3 it is 2, so it is 3 to 5, then 5, 4 it is 9, then 2, 3 it is 5, 1, 2 it is 3. Now we have to go through the right hand side part, and here we have to add the matrices V and A. So first of all we have to write down 2, 4, 3, 2 plus the matrix A is here 3, 5, 2, 1, again 2 plus 3 it is 5, 4 plus 5 it is 9, 3 plus 2 it is 5, 2 plus 1 is 3. So the left hand side part is very much equal to the right hand side part, that is A plus B is equal to B plus A. So the matrix addition is commutative. Then let us go through the theorem number 2, which is considered for the associativity property. Now let us discuss about the theorem number 2, which is considered for the associativity property, and here we have to consider three matrices because the associative property is based upon the three matrices. So let us consider the three matrices as A, B, C. Matrix addition is associative, that is if A, B, C are three matrices of the same order, then this property happens. The first matrix added with the addition of the second and third matrix is very much equal to the addition of first and second matrix added with the third matrix. So let us consider an example, and you have to show that this property is satisfied for the matrix addition. If A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 5, V is equal to 2, 4, 1, 6, and C is equal to 6, 7, 8, 3, then show that this property satisfies here. A plus in the bracket B plus C plus is equal to in the bracket A plus B added with C, and we have to show this left hand side is very much equal to right hand side, and this is the task for you. So first of all, you have to write down what are the given matrices here. A is equal to, B is equal to, and C is equal to. Then you have to find out the value of the left hand side, and then you have to find out the value of right hand side. Left hand side, here it is A plus B plus C, and you have to calculate what is its result. Then in the right hand side part, you have to calculate this result, and you have to show that this left hand side is very much equal to right hand side. So the associativity property is satisfied for the matrix addition. Then let us move through the theorem number 3. So here the theorem number 3 is based upon the existence of identity. The null matrix is called as the additive identity of the matrix addition. So what do you mean by null matrix? The null matrix is a matrix in which all the elements are equal to 0. That is, let A be any matrix, then if A be any matrix, then A plus 0 is equal to A plus the null matrix is equal to null matrix plus the given matrix A, gives us the same matrix as A. If A is equal to the compact form of the matrices A, I, J, B, any matrix of order m cross n, and null matrix is also of the order m cross n, then it is also called as the zero matrix. Zero matrix is a null matrix of order m cross n. Then the sum of the given matrix A with the null matrix is very much equal to the sum of the null matrix with the given matrix A, gives us the result as again A, which is a matrix of order the m cross n. So let us consider an example based upon the existence of identity, and we have to show that the sum of the matrix with the null matrix or the sum of the null matrix with the given matrix A is equal to A. And here you must be sure that the null matrix, the order of the null matrix, the order of the null matrix is equal to the order of the given matrix A. That means, that is, the null matrix and A both are, okay, you can write down the null matrix and A are comparable. That means order of the both matrices are same, or both the matrices are of the same order. Then let us move forward and solve one example based upon this fundamental. Example, let A is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5, which is a matrix of order 2 cross 2, and the null matrix is given by 0, 0, 0, 0, which is also of the order 2 cross 2. Then A plus the null matrix 2, 3, 4, 5 added with the null matrix 0, 0, 0, 0, both are of the same order. It will again give you the same matrix A here. In the vice versa condition, suppose we have to add the matrices null matrix and then the matrix given matrix A, that means the null matrix containing the elements 0, 0, 0, 0 added with the matrix containing the elements 2, 3, 4, 5, again it will give you to the same matrix A. That is, sum of the A with null matrix is equal to the sum of the null matrix with A is equal to A. So here it is all about the existence of identity. Then let us go through the existence of a inverse. So here it is the theorem number 4, which is called as the existence of inverse. For every matrix A is represented by the compact form Aij of the order m cross n, there exists minus A, which is represented by again in the compact form minus Aij of the order same order m cross n, such that the sum of the two matrices A and minus A, or you can say that the sum of the two matrices minus A and A gives you the null matrix. So to solve or to discuss about the existence of inverse, first of all let us discuss about the negative of a matrix. What do you mean by negative of a matrix? Because in the existence of inverse we are discussing through the minus a term. And what is minus a? It is the negative matrix of the given matrix A. So let us discuss about the negative of a matrix. If A is represented by the compact form of Aij of the order m cross n, then its negative matrix of A is represented by minus A, which is represented by the compact form minus Aij of the order m cross n. And it is obtained by replacing each of the element of A by its additive inverse. That means in place of 2 we have to replace it by minus 2. In place of minus 3 we have to replace it by plus 3. So minus A is called the additive inverse of A, and here it is an example based upon the existence of inverse, or also you can say that negative of a matrix. If A is given that 2 5 1 2 and it is a matrix of order 2 cross 2, then we have to find out the negative of that matrix A, that means minus A, and we have to verify that existence of additive inverse. Existence of inverse is here, that means sum of the two matrices A and minus A gives us the null matrix. So here it is the solution. Given that A is equal to 2 5 1 2 and we have to here find out the negative matrix of A, that means minus A. That implies minus A is obtained by replacing each of the terms of A by its additive inverse. The additive inverse of 2 it is minus 2, additive inverse of 5 it is minus 5, additive inverse 1 it is minus 1, and again additive inverse of 2 it is minus 2. So here it is the required solution is here. We have evaluated the value of minus A, and then at last we have to go through the second part, and we have to verify that the sum of the two matrices A and minus A as well as minus A with A gives us the null matrix. So first of all we have to go through the sum of A and minus A, that is 2 5 1 2 added with minus 2 minus 5 minus 1 minus 2. 2 plus minus 2 it is 0. So here you can evaluate all the elements are here 0. Then again minus A plus A, it is again minus 2 minus 5 minus 1 minus 2 added with 2 5 1 2, and all the elements are evaluated as 0. That is the sum of A and minus A as well as the sum of minus A with A gives us the null matrix. And here it is the solution for this problem. Then let us move through the cancellation laws, which is the theorem number 5. So here it is the theorem number 5, which is based upon the cancellation laws. Let us consider three matrices A, B, C are of the same order. So then two types of cancellation laws are there, left cancellation law and right cancellation law. If A plus B is equal to A plus C, then V is equal to C. That means we have to cancel the common matrix A from the left side part. In both sides, left side part A is here, and we can cancel it from both the sides, left hand side and right hand side, and gives us the result as a V is equal to C, which is called as the left cancellation law. And in the second one, the right cancellation law, if V plus A is equal to C plus A, then the common matrix is again eliminated or omitted. Then we are getting the result as V is equal to C, and this is called as the right cancellation law. So these are the 5 types of properties are there for the matrix addition. So after the completion of properties of matrix addition, let us go through the second one, that is the subtraction of matrices. Now let us discuss about the second operation of the operation on matrices. It is the second type, that is the subtraction of matrices. For two matrices A and B of the same order, the subtraction of the matrix B from the matrix A is denoted by A minus B. That is, if A is a matrix represented by the compact form of the order m cross n, and B is a matrix represented by the
compact form Bij of the order m cross n. Then their resultant subtraction of the two matrices A minus B is represented by Aij minus Bij of the same order m cross n. And here we have to subtract the corresponding elements from both the matrices A and V. So let us discuss about some of the examples. Let A is equal to 5, 6, 2, 9 and B is equal to 3, 4, 7, 8 be the two matrices. A is here of the order 2 cross 2 as well as V is a matrix of the order 2 cross 2. That means both of the matrices are comparable. That means both of the matrices are of the same order. Both of the matrices are of the same order. Then we can find out the subtraction of the matrix B from the matrix A, which is represented by A minus B. And here we have to just subtract the corresponding elements from both the matrices. We have to subtract the corresponding elements of the second matrix from the first matrix. That means 5 minus 3 it is 2, 6 minus 4 it is 2, 2 minus 7 it is minus 5, then 9 minus 8 it is 1. And this is the resultant for the subtraction of the two given matrices A and V. So here today we have discussed about the comparable matrices, and then we have seen the 4 different types of operation on matrices. The first one is addition of matrices as well as the properties of matrix addition, and then we have discussed about the subtraction of two matrices, and the rest of the tools are the scalar multiplication and the matrix multiplication, which will be discussed in the next page of the video session. Till then, thank you.